What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Devin. I hope you will consider sticking around and subscribing. And if you're not new, as always, welcome back. You know I love you. So today's video is going to be a fun one. We are going to be talking about this palette right here. So this is the Morphe and Lisa Frank collaboration. However, this is not a new palette in terms of the color scheme. This is a relaunch of the Morphe 35B palette that existed long ago. So it's just been repackaged here in this beautiful Lisa Frank packaging. I think there were actually 3 different designs that you could get on the outer packaging of this palette, but this is the one that I chose because I like cats, especially big cats. So I got this cute little tiger. And then I also do have the sponge collection that came with this collection. So this is the Treat Me Sweet sponge set. And then I have this adorable brush set as well. So this is the brush case. And then there are a few brushes inside. So it's going to be a fun one today. We are going to be doing a rainbow eyeshadow look with this palette because what else would we do? So I did actually pick out like an inspiration picture already. So I will put it right up here. So this is going to be the inspiration for today's look. So if you are interested, as always, don't forget to grab yourself a drink. I've got coffee today, and let's get right into the video. All right, so I went ahead and did my brows off of camera, and I have to tell you guys, I cannot tell you how much I freaking hate doing my brows. I don't know why. I hate doing brows. Least favorite part of makeup. But anyway, so since we're doing a colorful look today, I want to make sure I have the best eyeshadow primer possible. So I'm going to break out my P. Louise makeup base for this. This is in the shade Rumor 02. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take this white shade up here. It's called Blanca. And I'm just going to use that to set down my primer before we go in with the color. Also, how cute are these brushes? Let's just have a moment for this brush collection right here. So there are 6 brushes that come in this little Lisa Frank brush set. So you have 3 blending brushes and then a little paddle brush to pack on your eyeshadow, and then 2 face brushes. So this looks like it would be good for contour or like an angled blush, and then like I said, I think this would be good for highlighter. But I mean, how cute these colors and this design, just this brush set makes me so happy. All right, guys, so the name of the game for this look today is going to be pack it on and then blend it out. So we're going to be doing a lot of detail work. We're going to be doing a lot of blending, a lot of working back and forth, but I think it's going to be fun. So to start, we're going to go in with yellow. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Sunflower. And I'm taking this on a fresh JH41 from Morphe. I just bought a bunch of the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brushes, and I am so excited. I've been wanting these for so long, and I'm so excited to be breaking them out today. So anyway, I'm going to take this shade Sunflower, and we are going to start on the inner corner right here. So we're doing about 3 colors on each eye. So we're going to section the colors into thirds. So I'm packing this yellow on, and I'm just making sure that we're keeping it right in this little triangle here, right on the inner third of my eyelid. And then as I'm packing it on, I'm just kind of gradually, gently bringing it up just a little bit above my natural crease here. So right off the bat, the pigment looks great. It's not looking patchy or anything. I feel like it went on right away. I didn't really have to build it up too much. So then moving right along, we're going to continue with orange. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Hunter. And I'm using my JH46 brush. And I'm going to pack that right here in the center of the lid. Also very pigmented. And then as I'm working along this line here, I'm going to use my brush in a tapping motion. And I'm going to start inviting these colors to blend into each other. And as I said, just blending along this line here. So just go ahead and work back and forth between the 2 brushes. So I'm picking up this brush that I had the yellow on, I'm gonna tap a little bit more yellow right along the line here, and then I'll go back in with the orange. I'll just keep kind of working back and forth until I'm satisfied with the blend. But I really want to create like a nice fade. Okay, so next I definitely want pink, but I still want just like a little bit of red. So I'm gonna take this shade Buzz. It's kind of like an orangey red, and I'm gonna take it on this little JH52. So I'm gonna pop just a little bit of this along the edge here, and then we'll do pink in the very outer space here. I don't know, this might be more like mental for me than anything, but I just wanna add a little bit of red. But also, since this color is like very close to the orange that we just used, I feel like it would look incomplete if we just did red out here. I think it would be too much. I definitely feel like we need the contrast of that pink. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a clean brush. We're gonna be going through a lot of brushes today because all of these are very vibrant colors. So I am going to take my JH44 and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's called Puppy Love. And I'm gonna start packing that in the outer corner here. So again, just make sure you're kind of blending along the line here. I feel like that's kind of naturally blending a little bit better than the yellow and the orange. I just want to make sure I really get the blend right on the lid so that when it comes time to smoke it out and blend everything out along the crease, like the lid looks fine. All right, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of patchiness right here. Like the color doesn't want to catch right here. Not 100% sure why. All right, and then we're gonna switch over to the other eye. We're gonna do the cool colors now. So I'm gonna start with green. So I'm gonna take the shade Zoomer and Zorbit. I like wanna look up all these Lisa Frank characters right now and see what they look like because I think they're all names of like little character drawings, you know what I mean? So I like wanna look these guys all up and see if I recognize any of them from back in the day. Okay, moving on to blue, I'm gonna take the shade right here. It's called Angel Kitty, and this is my JH51. All right, and then same thing, just working back and forth between these two colors so they blend together. And then on to purple or violet in the outer corner. I'm just taking this little brush from the Lisa Frank collection, and we're gonna pack that right here. All right, and then again, just making sure we're blended along the lines between the colors. This purple is pretty intense, so I definitely don't want to lose the blue. All right, for whatever reason, this edge right here is giving me a little bit of difficulty, like more so than the other colors. It is funny though, because mixing that purple and blue together is definitely making kind of like an indigo color. So there you go. That's why they call it Roy G. Biv. So now comes the hard part, because now that we've mapped the colors out on our eyes, now we want to go ahead and blend them. Obviously, this doesn't look well done right now. We want to really get that beautiful, like smooth blend. So we're going to move back over to this eye, and I'm gonna pick up the brush that I was originally working with this color on. So this is my JH41, and I'm just gonna continue kind of wiggling it up, and I'm gonna start the blend here in the inner corner. Now, because we're in the inner corner, like this doesn't need to come out too far. All right, I actually need to go grab some more blending brushes, so 1 second. All right, guys, I am back with some blending brushes and also a little color switch here, so hopefully this works out the way that I want it to. All right, so now what I'm gonna do to blend out the orange is I'm actually gonna take this JH40 and I'm gonna go into this lighter orange shade. This is called Balloon Buddies. And I'm gonna use that to blend out up here, because I think using a lighter color will kind of help everything to soften. All right, and then I'm gonna pick up my JH50. I'm gonna do just a dab of that Puppy Love shade, and we are going to blend out the outer crease here. It's not really even the crease anymore. It's more just like the outer corner. But this is a very vibrant shade, and I don't have a lighter pink in this palette to do what we just did with the orange with. So just taking a small bit of that shadow will help keep everything light and allow us to still kind of smoke it out. So I'm just like dabbing it in the color as I need it, and then just kind of lightly dragging it out. So I'm holding my brush back further and using a lighter grip so that I can use a lighter touch on the blend. And I'm not pressing too firmly. I'm not like adding too much pigment. I'm just lightly softening. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a clean blending brush and I'm gonna use that to soften around the edge a little bit more. So when you do this, definitely work light to dark. Don't go dark to light because you'll kind of mess up the purity of the lighter color if you're bringing that darker color back into it after you've already blended over it. So just using a clean brush. All right, and then I'm just taking that blending brush. I'm gonna wipe it in my color switch to get any excess color off, and I'm gonna do that blend through the crease one more time. All right, you guys, so then we want to do the same thing on the other eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with this JH40, and I'm just going to keep using my color switch between colors because I think this is a great brush to be able to get that nice precise blend right above the crease where I want it. So I want to try to use this brush for all three colors. So let's hope it works out that way. So once again, because I don't really have like a lighter green, I am going to just dip into that green shade that we were using earlier, and I am going to start to invite that green to blend upward a little bit, soften this edge right here. And then color switching real quick, and we're gonna go into the blue. So again, just a nice little dot, that's it, tap it off. And we're just gonna continue the blend. And I feel like because these colors are a little bit darker on this side than on the other side, this could be like a little bit more difficult for you to keep the colors like blended and pure. So just take your time, again, holding back farther on the brush and using a little bit of a looser grip and just kind of wiggling it will help you blend without making it too harsh. I am a heavy-handed girl, so I have to really I have to be intentional about that. I have to really practice and like focus on using a light blend. So then again, color switching, staying on this same brush. And I actually do have a lighter purple. It's a pretty cool toned, almost like a gray purple, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it and see how we do. So this is called Prancing Unis. So I love that name. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of that on this brush. And as I've been saying this whole time, just continuing the blend in the outer corner. And as I'm blending, I wanna make sure that I'm not losing any pigment. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of that purple here because I do still want that vibrant pop of violet. I don't want it to be completely overtaken by the blue. And then same thing, I'm gonna take that blending brush I was using before and just make sure there's no more color on it. And I am going to use this to really soften the blend up at the tippy top of this eye. And this I'm really gonna have to be careful with. Okay, my friends, I think that we are there. I'm happy with the colors. I'm happy with the way that I have things blended right now. I don't want to go overboard. I want to keep it nice and obviously vibrant, but also kind of nice and tight. I don't want it to overtake my eye. So I think I'm good with the lid for now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe and clean up underneath. I'm not gonna do a sharp line in the outer corner because I think keeping it nice and soft and kind of more smoky fits more with the vibe that I'm going for with this look. All right, you guys, I'm going to pop off of camera and do the rest of my makeup, and then we will come back and finish up the eyes. So I will be right back. All right, you guys, so we are back and I've got the rest of my makeup done, and honestly, I am really excited for how this is going to look when we're completely done. I really like it. I will say, I feel like my darker colors over here are a little bit patchier than my brights over here, but overall, I really, really like the way that this looks right now. So let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I want to do a little bit of eyeliner. So first I'm going to take this shade right here. This is my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Unce. And I'm going to line this warm color side with that. And then for this eye, I'm going to take my LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. This is in the shade Electric. And I'm gonna line my waterline on this side with this. All right, now I think I wanna leave this as a top lid only look, to be honest with you, because I really like the way that it looks right now. Obviously it's bright and colorful, but I feel like it's still wearable in the sense that it's not overpowering my eyes. It's not super dramatic, and I wanna keep it that way. So I wanna do a little bit of a pop in the inner corner. That being said, so I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is a JH39. I'm gonna go back into this white shade Blanca that we were using at the beginning. And I'm gonna pop this right here in the inner corner. All right, and if you wanted to leave it this look all matte, I feel like you could stop here, but since we're here, we might as well go big or go home. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of my NYX glitter primer, which honestly, I hope this works. I feel like I probably should get a new one of these. It's probably a little old. So I'm just gonna get a little detail brush. This is a JH47. I'm pretty sure it's probably like an eyeliner brush, but I just want something small. And I am going to apply that to the inner corner where we just laid down that white. And then I'm gonna go over top with some glitter. This is a NYX loose glitter. I'll show it to you in a second. All right, so this is my NYX loose glitter. I believe this is in the shade Ice. Yeah, so NYX Face and Body Glitter in the shade Ice. And I'm just tapping this into the inner corner for something that's just got a little bit more pizzazz, you know? I love it. So then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, love it. Ooh. I'm so happy that this look is turning out well because I was really afraid that it wasn't going to. Okay, so next we're gonna finish up the eyes with lashes. I'm gonna speed you through this part like usual, but before I do, I'm gonna tell you what I'm using. So I am going to pop on my Kiss number 9s. I just really have been liking these lately. They're the perfect amount of like dramatic, but not too dramatic. I really like them. Very nice and wispy. So I'm gonna use those and I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes, do some mascara, pop the lashes on, and we'll finish up with a lip and we'll be done. All right, guys, I'm sad. I got like a little bit of mascara right there in the yellow. Hate when that happens, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm not going anywhere like this, and we're going for fun. We're going for fun, not perfection. And I'm having a lot of fun with this look right now. So all good, but here we are with lashes. So let's go ahead and finish up with a nice nude lip, and then we'll be done. So I am going to use one of my favorite lip liners for this. This is my Morphe Love Bite color pencil. I believe that you can use these on your lips. Like, they have a bunch of different colors and you can use them on your lips or as eyeliner, depending, I guess, on which shade. So anyway, I really love this color. It's a great nude. It's a very good, like, your lips but better color for me. So I'm gonna line my lips with this. Yeah, these are so nice and they're so cheap. I'm pretty sure they're like between $3 and $5. I really need to get a couple of these for my kit because they're so nice and they apply so easily. They glide really nicely. And obviously you can see it's a good amount of pigment too. So yeah, really love this. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use my KKW Nude Cream lipstick. This is the shade Nude 2. And this is a little bit lighter, so it'll lighten up the look for us. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a little bit lighter, so it definitely lightened up the lip for us, which is what I wanted. Just because this is already a pretty dramatic eye look, so I don't want the lip to be too dark or dramatic. That's just not the look that I personally am going for today. And then I want to finish off with a gloss. So I have been eyeing this one in my collection lately, so I pulled it out for this look. So this is the ColourPop and Frozen 2 collab. This is in the shade Free Spirit. It's from the Anna portion of the collection. And it's just such a beautiful caramely nude gloss. I really love it. And I think this might still be available on their website. So I'm just gonna go over top with this. Okay, so truthfully, I don't love the applicator on this. Honestly, it's a little stiff and kind of hard to spread the gloss around, but I like the actual product. I really like the actual gloss. So, you know, it's a give and take with that, but I really like this. And it smells really good. It smells like caramel. All right, so a finished look, here we are. What do we think? Honestly, guys, I was a little nervous going into this video. I mean, I had the look in my mind. I knew what I wanted to do, so I was prepared in that sense, but I don't do a lot of very colorful looks. Well, that's not true. I like to play with color, but I don't do a lot of just like full on rainbow looks, and working with colorful eyeshadow is a completely different animal than working with neutral, like more glamorous eyeshadow looks. Like when you're doing a glam eyeshadow look, it's a whole different animal than doing a colorful, like fun, creative look like this. But that being said, I am extremely happy with the way that it turned out. I think all of the colors are very pigmented. I love the all matte with a little bit of glitter in the inner corner. I think it is lovely. In terms of the palette itself, I mean, I really don't have any complaints. Obviously, I did not get a chance to use every single shade in this palette in this video, obviously, and I didn't really play around in the shimmers. So, but as far as the mattes go, like I really feel like they were pigmented, they were blendable for the most part. I felt like I got a little bit of patchiness like in my corners as I was trying to blend up and above the crease, but it's nothing that's like terrible or super noticeable. It's more just like me being nitpicky and getting like right up in there. When you're this close, you can kind of tell, but other than that, I mean, I think it looks really, really nice. So if you're on the market for a rainbow palette, you can get this, I believe, still at Morphe, and it actually a week or two ago became available at Ulta as well. And I believe same thing with the brush set. And speaking of the brush set, I mean, I used a couple of these brushes throughout this look. They feel really nice. They don't feel cheap. Obviously, the packaging is super cute, but the bristles are nice and soft, very blendable. I really enjoyed working with these brushes as well. And I did use the sponges off of camera as well when I was doing my face makeup, and they were nice as well. The one that I used on my face, I think I used the green one. It definitely like expanded and got nice and squishy and spongy when I ran it underwater. It got quite a bit bigger once I ran it underwater as well, but I felt like it blended out my foundation. I felt like it did what I needed it to do. I didn't notice really any patchiness or anything like that when I was blending out my foundation. So all in all, this was really fun. I mean, I love the concept of the collection. I love the colors. I love the designs, all of that. But obviously, it's also great when the products in the collection actually perform well as being really super cute. So this was a fun video for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So I think that is gonna do it for today's video, guys. So if you have made it this far and you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And you can also hit the notification bell so that you never miss any future uploads from me. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am at DevDevGregs over there as well. And with that, I will catch you in my next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.